Good evening, guys. Currently, you can see time is around 7:53. Let's look into Bank Nifty as well as Nifty 50 trade analysis. And today was Nifty 50 expiry as well. So I will show you Nifty 50 trade, Hero Zero trade as well. So stick on to the video till the end. As we know, we usually plot the first candle's fib as well as the 5-minute zone. And you can see market showed some kind of bullish momentum, and there high chance the market would have continued further, but market has to target all those buyers who might have entered here. And if you look at daily time frame analysis in Nifty 50, you can see yesterday the market showed a very huge bullish momentum towards the upside. And if you try to plot this bullish candle, the buyers who might have entered here, and you can see price taking support at this 50 level over here. And this is a 50. In case if the market sentiment would be very bullish, the price will take support from 0.38 level of 3 days range. This is a 50. Or in case the market sentiment would have been very bullish, sometimes the market might face rejection over here from this close of this price you can see here, and continue further towards the upside. This is a 0.38 level. And if you look at 1 minute time frames over here, you can see the market clearly broke the 0.38 level support over here, and even the 5-minute zone as well as the first candle's fib and even the VWAP level. In case of the bullish sentiment would have been, the price might have taken support over here as to yesterday's order block level. You can see this is yesterday's order block level. So price came here and continued further bullish. In case if the market sentiment were bullish, it would have crossed this 200 moving average and as well as the 9 as well as 21 moving average towards the upside. But you can see the market, after showing some kind of huge bullish candle, price rejected from higher levels and continued and even broke structure towards the downside, clearly forming a break of structure. And if you try to plot the fib levels, the common point between this to the common point between this, you can see this is a 50 level, guys. And you can see the market rallied all the way to 50 level over here. And price couldn't even cross this 5-minute zone as well as the middle of the first candle and continued further selling towards the downside. So you could have entered short position even here, or you could have seen this kind of rejection after this bullish momentum, small doji candles appearing. You could have just kept your stop loss just above that zone and targeted towards the downside. This is how you could have traded. And you could have targeted this swing low, or in case if you want to draw the fib extinction levels, the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, you can see market came all the way to 100% move and showed rejection of price. You could have exited somewhere here, guys. It didn't actually touch the 100% move, but you can understand this 5-minute 50 of that candle. This is the 100% move. So in case if you didn't understand what I'm saying, you could have exited at this mid of this 50 zone, the golden zone ratio here. So you could have targeted all the way to this zone here, or the 100% move. In case after, or you could have exited after this kind of bullish momentum, making a good profit. And you can see this was quite unexpected, guys, this momentum towards the upside, because still here the market sentiment is clearly bearish. So what would we have expected is the market trying to rally upwards, rejection of price from this zone. You can see the last up move which actually broke structure here, rejection of price from these levels and continue further selling towards the downside. But you can see the market targeted all those sellers also. Prices are rallying all the way towards the upside to this order block level. The market reached all the way to this order block level here, but couldn't cross this 200 moving average. And you can see price rejection from here, this 200 moving average, clearly breaking this structure low. You can see here the market formed a chalk over here, breaking this structure with fair value gaps. You can consider this to be a chalk, and you can consider the last up candle before the down candle you can consider this to be an order block. So market came again, rejection of price here, and took support from this day VWAP level. And again, you can see some kind of trendline liquidity over here. This kind of trendline liquidity, this clearly signifies some sort of bearishness. You could have entered short position after this bearish candle, and you could have placed your stop loss just above this 200 moving average. You can see the bearish engulfing pattern and this 200 moving average clearly signifying bearishness. And you could have targeted this low, or you could have targeted this low also. You can see how market came all the way to this low, or you could have targeted to this swing low also. But in case if you want to draw the fib extinction levels, if you can see this order block level, the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, you can see how the market came all the way to 1.68 level, and you can see price rejection from this zone, guys. This is how you could have traded. This momentum is just to trap all those buyers who might have, sellers who might have entered here, guys. You can see this in showing some kind of support here just to trap all those sellers. But you can see 200 moving average holds more significance compared to daily wrap level, clearly showing a strong resistance here and trying to break structure towards the downside. You can see resistance over here breaking towards the downside. Clear chalk, 1 minute order block, the market rallied way to this fair value gap over here. You can see this fair value gap consumed all those supply zone over here and try to rally towards all the way to 1.68 level. You could have easily made a decent amount of profit in this move. This is one good trade setup, guys, where you could have taken, and you can see the market try to rally upwards, but with very balanced move and even broke structure here, forming a chalk. And you can consider the last down candle before the up move. You can consider this candle, but it is not a clear order block, guys. You can consider this to be a demand zone because order blocks should be with fair value gaps. You're trying to break structure above, but here you can see some kind of demand zone, and you could have traded between this 200 moving average as well as the demand zone over here. And here you can see this kind of liquidity over here. This is quite. You can see here the price formed a bearish engulfing pattern over here. Or in case if you try to break down this trade, guys, I'll explain you how this momentum happened. You can see the market formed chalk, and if you consider the last down candle to the upward move, the common point between this to the common point between this, you can see market try to take support from the 550 level over here. This is a 550. So in case if the market would face some sort of resistance, you can, as I have told you in my earlier videos, the 0.5 as well as the 0.6 zone is there, guys. This is a very crucial zone because there is a lot of profit booking here. This is a 0.5 as well as 0.6 zone. So usually this zone as well as the 200 moving average acted as a strong resistance. And in case if you might be very vigilant of how the market behave, you could have easily keeping your stop loss just above this. I'll show you one thing. The market took support here and retraced back to this this 9 as well as 21 moving average and try to head higher, guys. This is a huge bullish momentum. You can see how the price action here behaved. In case if this order block would be a valid order block with fair value gaps when the market retraced, price taking support here and again retracing back as 9 as well as 21 moving average and trying to break structure towards the upside. In case of bullish sentiment, the market would have clearly broke this towards the upside, but you can see market couldn't even cross this zone over here as well as formed a bearish engulfing pattern. As you can see this kind of bearish engulfing pattern over here as well. You could have taken short position here itself targeting that towards that demand zone, or as I have taken this before this candle appeared only, guys, because I know how the market would behave because this 200 moving average acted as a very strong resistance. So in case if the market would have been closed above, you could have taken exited your short position. But you can see this is one trade setup, guys, and you can see this kind of liquidity over here. This kind of liquidity usually shows demand, guys. I told you, like, when the market is trying to move higher, when price consolidates in this kind of fashion, after some kind of bullish momentum like this, price retracing, this kind of pullbacks, there are high chances that the market might head towards the highest upside, guys. This is kind of bullish momentum, as and usually you can see, and you could have plotted clearly a trendline liquidity over here and this demand zone as well. So when this trendline liquidity has been broken down here, or you could see this 200 moving average clearly broken towards the upside. You can see one chalk formation over here clearly with fair value gaps. This is a clear chalk, and even broke this high also, showing another significant chalk formation. And you can see after this break of this 200 moving average towards the upside, the market retraced, took support from this 200 moving average. You could have clearly entered a long position here, keeping your stop loss just above this below this 200 moving average. And if you try to plot the fib extinction levels, the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, you could have targeted all the way to 100% move, or So in case if you clearly plot this, you could have targeted the 100% move guys. This is I think and the pivot levels you can see. This is the zero point 0.5 as well as 0.6 zone. This was a very good trade setup where you could have easily targeted this profit and made a decent amount of profit. I think this is Nifty's hero zero trade as well. And you can see how the market tried to show this kind of bullish momentum. You could have exited all the way somewhere between these zones after this impulsive momentum towards the upside. And you can see price also consolidating above the 9 as well as 21 moving average, clearly signifying some sort of bullishness. Here also price consolidating above the 9 as well as 21 moving average, clearly showing another sort of bullishness. And you can see the market try to retrace towards the downside. So if you try to plot the fib levels, the common point between this to the common point between this, you can see the market retraced all the way to 550 level over here. This is a 550 and you can see this 200 moving average support as well. And as I showed you this kind of consolidation guys, and if you see this kind of consolidation, you can clearly see this kind of consolidation happening once more here after price taking support from 550 level as well as 200 moving average towards the downside here. And after this kind of pullback, you could have entered long position looking at this kind of consolidation and target towards the high. These are just small scalps you could have taken guys, just keeping your stop loss just below this candle and you could have targeted towards this high guys or towards this fair value gap also. You can see here the market left a fair value gap here. You could have targeted this fair value gap zone as well. And this is how you could have taken another trade setup. So let me try to plot this. Actually, you could have taken here itself, guys, because after seeing this kind of sweep support, and you could have targeted all the way to this zone over here. And you can see the market kind of found a channel pattern here if you consider this to this zone. And this is a clear channel. This whole range, price trading between this range, clearly breaking towards the downside here. And you could have taken short position also here when this channel is being broken towards the downside. You can see the market clearly even closed below this zone over here, clearly indicating chalk formation here. And if you try to plot the fib levels, the last up move, so if you consider this swing to all the way to this swing, the market didn't even reach the 0.5 as well as 0.6 level. But if you consider the last up move, this candle, you could see price rejecting from 0.3 level here. You can see this common point guys, this is a 0.3. You can see this is the last up move, made a lower low, lower high. So this common point, this is actually which we need to consider. And you can see the market faced rejection from 0.3 as well as the 9 as well as 21 moving average. And if you try to plot the fib extinction levels, the common point between this to the common point between this, you can see you could have targeted all the way to given this zone guys. You can see how the market came all the way to, you see, so yeah, the common point here, you can see the market came all the way to this zone guys, this 0.26 level. Or you could have just tried to 1.6 level. I think this is better. You could have targeted the daily VWAP level or as well as the 200 moving average. 1.68 level seems to be very fair guys. This is some short trade where you could have taken here, keeping your stop loss just above that candle itself and targeting all the way to 1.68 level. I think there wasn't much volatility today. As you can see, the market was very trading in a very tight range. You could have even taken long position, seeing this trend line breaking out towards the upside. You could have taken long position also, but this is, I think, better when compared to this trade. But this is about Bank Nifty, guys. You can see how the market here. I have taken short position here, and here also I have taken. Here also I have taken. But here, these two trades I have taken, guys. So here, though, is quite unexpected, but patience, guys. Patience is important. As long as you work, you can make a decent amount of profit. And coming to Nifty 50, in Nifty 50, you can see clearly today's expiry date. And you can see this is the S1 support levels of pivots. And this is the 1 minute mid of the green color line here. You can see clearly it's the mid of the first candle as well as this is a 5-minute zone. And you can see here you can see the market is trading above this 200 above this daily VWAP level. You can see the market tried to break here and continued further bullish momentum over here. And you can see here, though the market couldn't cross this low, guys. You can see when the market clearly broke towards the upside, retraced back move towards the 100% move. If you try to plot the Fibonacci extinction levels, the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, you can see the 100% target over here. The market reached here, faced rejection from this 100% move, and the market, as you say, formed a bearish engulfing pattern and came towards the downside. But as you can see, yesterday also the same market period, it couldn't even cross this support zone over here. Price couldn't cross below this candle and formed another bullish candle and rallied all the way towards the upside. So if you try to plot Fib retracement, I guess, I think if you plot this retracement, you could have targeted the 1.68 level. So the market didn't reach all the way to this zone, but you could have exited towards this high also. Since Nifty was put of very good volatility, Nifty is expiry, you can expect good manipulation in market, guys, because a lot of buyers might have entered here, expecting the market to go further higher. But you can see this kind of consolidation. This kind of consolidation is usually bearish, guys. Usually we need to expect this kind of consolidation, or you can expect a flat consolidation also, or something like this. But this kind of consolidation clearly signifies bearishness. So with a lot of practice, you will get an idea of how consolidation happens. But you can see clearly market, you could have kept your stop loss here in case if you might have seen this kind of movement, expecting the market to head higher. You can see the market clearly broke this low. So this is a chalk over here, and the market here to Teji say came all the way here. So the common point in this to this, you can see the market faced rejection from didn't even cross this 0.3 0 point level. So this is just a manipulation, guys. You can see how the market manipulated all those buyers who might have entered here, expecting the market to further move towards the upside, because you can see the market trapped all those buyers who might have entered here and initiated sellers over here. Looking at this impulsive momentum, also a lot of sellers might have entered the market, but to target all those sellers, the market again rallied towards the upside, targeting all those sellers. Here's the buyers got trapped, here the sellers got trapped, and you can see how the market is moving in a sideways pattern, targeting both buyers and sellers, clearly indicating some sort of manipulation in market participants. And you can see the market takes a riled up and even closed above this zone, clearly indicating some sort of bullishness. And you can see today the whole day the market sustained above this 0.5 so that's 0.6 zone over here. You can consider this to this high, not even 0.6, guys, about 0.3 is level only. You can see there is much momentum. You can't even trade during this kind of days, guys. You can see how yesterday market behaved. You can easily trade this kind of momentums, but especially during expiry days when the market is moving in very narrow range, guys. Price fluctuation just with 49 points, you can see it's just 49 points of price action, guys. I think it's very difficult for anyone to take a trade in this kind of momentum. But but one thing which you can keep in your mind is that here you can see the market clearly broke towards the upside here with this bullish momentum as well as fair value gap. Price came down, took support. If you consider the large down move towards the up move, took support from this 50 level and continued further towards the upside. In case of the market sentiment would have been bullish, the market came here. The market would have came here, broke this high as well, swing low this high and even this high also, clearly forming a chalk, and retraced at 200 moving average support and continued further towards the upside. This is how the market usually behaves in case if the market sentiment would have been bullish. But what you can see here is that look at this candle, guys, over here. Bearish engulfing pattern, clearly signifying bearishness over here and clearly breaking towards the downside. And after breaking, the market is trying to consolidate in this kind of pattern over here, clearly indicating another sort of bearishness over here. So it's better to exit during this kind of consolidation. In case if the market sentiment would have been bullish, no, guys, the market might take support, continue further. In case if the market want to trap this buyers who might have entered, the market would have shown some kind of fair value gaps over here. So the market would have broken, formed a double bottom, and again continued further towards the upside. This is how usually the market would behave, guys. But you can see the market broke even towards upside with this fair value gap. That's why the market came here, took this liquidity towards the upside over here, and continued rallying upwards. But you can see after rallying this towards the upside, the price couldn't even cross this zone over here, this fair value gap zone over here, and you can see this channel pattern formation over here, clearly indicating some sort of bearishness, guys. So it's better you could have exited during this zone itself. So in case if you might have taken long position here, keeping this 20 moving average as support line or your stop loss level and this demand over here as well. And you can see how the market is trying to move in a fluctuation. I think this kind of market though is very difficult, guys, to trade. And you can see another channel formation over here, clearly indicating bearishness, and that's why the market has to break towards the downside after price rallying all the way to this order block level. So you can see the market came here, and again this zone over here acted as the movement. There wasn't a good price action being followed here, guys, especially in Nifty 50. So you can see after this kind of huge bearish engulfing pattern, the market formed, consolidated towards the upside. You can see how the market consolidated like this, and there is the market fell all the way towards the downside, and a lot of sellers might have entered here, like the same what happened here. This is how the market manipulated all the sellers here. You can see this kind of momentum and as well as this kind of momentum. Usually market gives you a hint, guys, of what market might do by previous price action on the same or recent days. And you can see the market came all the way and targeted all those sellers who might have entered here, expecting the market to go further towards the downside with huge mm, upward momentum. You can see this kind of consolidation indicating some sort of bullishness, and you can see another sort of consolidation here, another indicating some sort of bullishness. So looking at this kind of consolidation, guys, you could have taken once if this trend line liquidity has been broken. So once this liquidity has been broken towards upside, you could have taken position, or this trend line liquidity has been broken towards the upside, breaking this high also. You could have taken long position. So in Nifty 50, you can see the market at around 140, guys. At around 140, if you see at around Bank Nifty, you can see the market clearly broke this 200 moving average. Again, took support from this daily wrap level as well as this 200 moving average. You can see this is a daily wrap level. You could have taken long position here and keeping your stop loss just below this 21 moving average. So this is how you could have taken trade, and you could have targeted all the way towards the upside, or you could have taken after breaking this high or even this high also. You can see this high also has been broken. You could have taken another long position here, and if you look at premium charts, guys, you can see how the market here at around 140, you can see here the market kind of consolidated and took support here. You can see if you try to remove this 200 moving average as well as the 100 moving average, the price is consolidating above the 9 as well as 21 moving average, and the market is forming some sort of wedge pattern over here. You can see this kind of pattern, guys. This is the wedge pattern. This kind of consolidation is very bullish, guys. You can see how the price consolidated, clearly showing some sort of bullishness. So you could have kept your stop loss just below this 21 moving average and targeted towards the upside. And or you could have kept your stop loss below this candle and targeted towards the upside. You can see you could have traded from all the way to 13 to all the way to 35, guys. And you can see another consolidation with same kind of pattern. Like the same pattern here it formed, the same pattern also here it formed, this kind of consolidation. At the same time, you should see if there was any kind of bullish momentum input side, guys. In case if this kind of consolidation here, it's showing some kind of bullish momentum, it's better not to take this kind of trades. But you can see the market here also showing very bearishness momentum. You can see the market trying to move in a sideways, and here also it's showing some kind of wedge pattern over here, indicating bearishness only. So it was better you could have taken short position here, long position here, long position here, and you could have made 100% profit, guys. And this is about my Nifty 50 Hero 0Z, which I would like to show you some hint of how usually market behaves. And that's it, guys. You can see how the market after this also kind of took support over here and rallied. You could have targeted this high after this kind of consolidation. Price taking support over here, but you can see the market premium also. You could have taken in the money call option. So I think market today is option sellers day, guys. So I think most of option sellers might have made a decent amount of profit. Option buyers though might have definitely made not made a decent amount of profit, or most of them would have even lost also. So this one Hero Zero trade which I would like to share you can see some kind of momentum. You can see another price rejection over here from this daily wrap level, clearly indicating some sort of bullishness, and this kind of wedge pattern, two types of consolidation, another sort of bullishness. I think you're getting what I'm saying, guys. So you should always be careful about how market usually behaves. So this is about my Bank Nifty as well as Nifty 50 trade analysis, guys. Hope so you have got some insights of how I usually trade. If you find my videos useful, guys, please like, share, and comment. And if you have any trade suggestions, please try to contact me. I have mentioned my Instagram over here. And thank you, guys.